Boxing Lowdown, we're here at the Lamech Stadium where Billy Joe Saunders just won the WBO super middleweight title. What did you guys make of the performance tonight?
Classy Billy Joe performance, he put it on, you know what I mean, he was classy, mate, excellent. How about you?
Same as really, you know. I was worried about him a couple of times. The guy's got a chin. He's got a chin on him.
He got wobbled in the 6th round, was it?
He got hit a few times, and he just kept coming back. But Billy,
yeah, I want to see him fight Canelo now. I reckon
that was going to be my next question.
Callum Smith.
That was going to be my next question. Who would you like to see him fight next?
Yeah, Smith absolutely. Or Canelo?
Yeah, same. It'd be brilliant to see. Brilliant to see.
And what the possibilities of Chris Eubank Jr. maybe? Would you like to see that or?
Never.
That Triple G.
That could happen. Yeah, that's it. There's a lot. Either super middleweight, super middle. He's got a lot of options.
Weight, doesn't it?
Like, first stages is alright, but later on the fight, I think
going to go up to super middleweight.
It plateaued a little bit. So
I don't think the power's going up. I think he goes back down. And
do you think it because he was a bit inactive? You know, maybe he's just shaking off the run
and stepping up the weight as well. He's been inactive, and obviously with the drugs thing, but would never come about. But yeah, I think going up a weight as well. But I won't judge him on this one fight and see what happens next time. Like.
Yeah, I mean he's back with Billy Davison now in a new weight division. Yeah. Had to shake off a bit of ring rust. Maybe in his next fight we should see him. But I think it's time for him to step up now. What do you think?
I think it's about time as well now. Like you can feel this like 8,000 or whatever.
6 rounds, mate, he was bossing around. Yeah, mate, couldn't touch a glove on him.
But after that, I think he stepped off the power, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe because of the new weight thing and all that. But we've got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't think Matey Boy respected his power. I don't think. I think he could walk straight through it and carry it on.
He might have underrated him. Might have been a bit like because he was well rated, wasn't he? Like, your man there. So he might have been a bit like. He took him like for granted almost. Like.
Well, last question. Who would you like to see Billy Joe Saunders fight next? You've got super middleweight Chris Eubank Jr., Callum Smith, or you've got middleweight Canelo. You've got Triple G, Demetrius Andrade. I wanted to see that fight.
No, Triple G.
Triple G.
I like him, Triple G.
Yeah, I like Triple G. Or something.
What did you make of his performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was solid. I thought he came out the blocks nice and fresh. I thought the opponent was very, very well organised. Tough guy. Close in some rounds, but I think overall, I think Bill just about done the job.
Yeah, I think overall he pretty much dominated the fight. He was wobbled a bit in the 6th round. Was you a bit nervous when he got worried?
Hey, no, not at all, because I know that Bill's got it anyway, because he's strong, he's tough, you know, he can take the blows and crack on. So yeah, no, Bill, I think up here, I think he won the fight, to be fair. The other guy was tough, but I thought Bill had the edge overall. So,
well, back with a new trainer, well, not a new trainer, but back with Ben Davison after being with Dominic Ingle before.
That's right.
New division, super middleweight. Would you like to see him stay at super middleweight, or do you think he should drop back down to middleweight?
No, I think he's going in the right direction. Like you say, with Ben on his side as well, it's a great team. Obviously, it's a team that works, team that gels well. I think he's going in the right direction. I think he should stick where he is at the minute and then carry on and progress. And the fights will come. You know, obviously the dream fight is Canelo. Whether that's going to happen in the near future is yet to see. But I think if he sticks at it could happen one day. You know.
The organisation was shit.
What was wrong with the organisation?
Well, it was shit. I had to wait 2 hours for a drink. The fight was good, you know what I mean? But organisation and beer and that, not good.
Frank Warren, take note of the organisation, man.
Frank Warren, and take note, mate, and take note. Good fight, shit beer.
Oh mate, it's fucking brilliant. What a day out. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Local lad doing a fucking good work. There we go, boys. You can't fault it.
He was one man for some man.
Look at that.
He got wobbled in the 6th or 7th round. Was you a bit nervous when he got wobbled there?
No, I don't really give a fuck about him, to be honest. I'm due for the spectacle.
Oh, you just came here just to watch it?
I'm genuinely interested in the spectacle.
Are you from around here? Are you a local lad?
I live in Wembley, but I'm from Wales originally.
Oh, okay. So
I'm here for uni at the moment. I've been here for like 2.5 years now.
Oh, so you wasn't here supporting anyone in particular? You just came down for the fight?
No, genuinely I was interested in the competition. Enjoyed it, like. What did you the fights?
Obviously, I wanted Billy Joe Saunders to win, but
what did you think about Joe Joyce, the fight before? What did you think of his performance?
I'll be honest with you, mate, I missed it.
Oh, did you miss it?
Yeah, I was at the fucking bar queue, mate. It's brutal. It was brutal. I'm sorry.
So somebody said that the queue for the bar was quite bad organisation. Do you agree with that?
Honestly, mate, the queue for the bar was more brutal than any fight I saw tonight.
Wow.
Genuinely.
Wow.
Performance, to be fair. I thought Billy Joe Saunders was going to win a decision, but like I was looking at the betting odds and I put a bet on it. It was like Billy Joe Saunders was 2-7 to win a knockout, and it was 11-4 decision. And obviously I was looking at his record and everything, and it was like he's got like 27 fights, 30 knockouts.
Let me tell you this,
and
Billy Joe Saunders, I've got Tyson Fury number 1, yeah. I come in third. And Jimmy Fury, bro. I come in number 3, bro. But you got to give Tyson Fury is number 1. Joshua ain't got nothing, bro.
Deontay Wilder's fighting tonight. Yeah, what do you think of Deontay Wilder tonight?
I rate Anthony Joshua. I rate Deontay Wilder, but he ain't got.
Deontay Wilder knocked Joshua out.
Deontay Wilder
knocked Joshua out.
He's the powerhouse.
There's two men, Fury and Wilder. Joshua is a big good for nothing waste.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder.
And Fury's going to prove it. And Wilder knock him out, and so would Fury. Fury would knock him out. He'd beat him for 12 rounds like a kid.
Listen,
Wilder knock him out. Joshua is a good for nothing shit ass.
Behind Deontay Wilder.
He's alright, but he's stiff good for nothing bastard.
But he ain't got no
Up Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. Good on ya, pig.
Thank you, lads.
To be fair, I reckon Brazil's got a chance tonight as well, to be fair.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder against Dominic Breazeale. Since we're talking about the heavyweights, how do you see that going then?
With Brazil, I reckon I've been going with him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, even with like, there's a beef with like the personal stuff as well. And like, Deontay Wilder, he keeps getting through, but like, I've watched his last 4 fights. I don't rate him. Like, he's not a very good boxer. I don't think he's a very good boxer. Tyson Fury obviously beat him. Like, Luis Ortiz was beating him, and then he got clipped with that. Obviously, he got knocked down, but he was fucked before that fight. Like, he had that what is it? He had some disease in his chest or whatever.
Luis Ortiz.
Yeah. Before that fight, I can't remember what it's called.
All right, so here's a question: once the dust settles and all the smoke clears, who do you see being on top of the heavyweight mountain?
I think Fury beats Wilder. I think Joshua beats Wilder. I like Joshua. I think Joshua Fury's a good fight, but that could go either way. I would go with Fury, just like for what I've seen with Klitschko. Obviously, Deontay Wilder, like, you can't. If Joshua hits him, maybe. But like that's not a given. Like, you can't really hit Tyson Fury. Like, he's just quality. Like, for the size of him, like how he moves, I would say Fury would win that fight. But I wouldn't be mad if Joshua won it either. Like,
I think it was just amazing. Like, he outboxed him clearly. I don't think he lost a round in that fight.
He got hurt in the 6th round, I think it was.
Yeah, I think that if he did lose a round, that possibly could have been the only round that he lost. But apart from that, I think he won every single round. To be honest, yes, mate. I think he won every single round clearly in that fight.
He looked very sharp early on, considering that he hasn't boxed for a while. Shook off some of that rust.
I think he is getting a bit mugged off by all the promoters and all the fighters and that, because he does deserve the elite at middleweight, like Golovkin, Canelo, Jacobs. He deserves them fight, but they don't want to fight him.
Was you surprised that he moved up to super middleweight then?
No, I just think he's the kind of guy that will fight anyone. But I think he can have a successful career at super middleweight and middleweight.
Because the top guys at super middleweight now, obviously you've got Callum Smith at the top of the tree right now. Would you like to see that fight for him next?
Yeah, that's a fight that I've been talking about quite a bit. I think that'd be a really good fight for both of them, but I think it'd be a hard fight for both of them. But I think that'd be a good, entertaining fight. I think Billy Joe will win that fight though.
Or rematch with Chris Eubank Jr., or he could drop back down to middle, take on the likes of Golovkin, Canelo, Daniel Jacobs maybe. Who would you like to see him fight at middleweight if he did drop back down?
Personally, I think that Eubank chapter's closed.
Yeah.
I don't think Eubank's an elite. I don't think he's top world level fighter to fight Billy Joe. They fought again because Billy Joe has improved dramatically since the last fight, and Junior's tiny improvement. So I think it'd be an entertaining fight. Billy Joe will win it clearly. But I don't think that's really a fight that should be on his radar. I think it should be more at middleweight, Golovkin, Canelo, Jacobs possibly, and super middleweight I think you should go after the title holders. So Callum Smith would be a good fight.
Yeah. Moving on, I mean, we had Billy Joe Saunders' mate Tyson Fury escort him to the ring. We've got some heavyweight action tonight with Deontay Wilder taking on Dominic Breazeale. How do you see that fight going, and how do you see the heavyweight landscape at the moment?
I think Deontay Wilder will late round knockout Breazeale, but Wilder, I don't think Wilder is what he's made out to be. I think there's only one Tyson Fury and there's only one heavyweight in the world that is the best heavyweight. That's Tyson Fury.
Where does Anthony Joshua figure in that mix?
I think he's just a hyped up bum, to be honest. He can fight AJ if he wants. He can fight Wilder if he wants, or Fury, but he don't want them fights. I think Fury will embarrass him. The same, well, in more dramatic fashion than he done Wilder, and I think Wilder will knock him out. I think he's either third or fourth best heavyweight in the world.
Yeah.
I think Dillian White is a really good heavyweight, being held back a lot.
By the WBC.
Not just by the WBC, but by everyone. I think he should have fought Wilder a long time ago, and I definitely do think he deserves that AJ rematch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you for talking.
He did his job though, didn't he?
Billy Joe Saunders done the job. He's the man.
He's the man. Who should he fight next?
Well, listen, he's Canelo.
Canelo. Canelo 1 point? Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. I got my card. Do you want my card? Yeah.